Do you struggle with your own boundaries around work and productivity? If so, I'm really glad you're here. I'm Nancy Levin. Welcome back to my channel. This is the very best place for you to learn how to make yourself a priority and set boundaries that stick so you can step into center stage of your own life. I have been there. I spent decades as a workaholic. I was famous for replying to an email before it even hit my inbox. I was also famous for answering my phone any time of the day or night and doing whatever needed to be done. But here's the deal. That is not sustainable. It doesn't make us any more valuable. And it's all wrapped up in a story we're telling ourselves. So as we approach this idea of really getting clear on our boundaries around work and productivity, it's essential that we realize that so much is coming from a place of determining our own sense of worth by what we do, achieve, and produce. And that, my friend, needs to be separated. You are worthy simply by being you and by being here on this planet. And I will share a beautiful sentiment that was offered to me by Reed Tracy, the president of Hay House and my very dear friend and mentor. He once said to me, "It's not about being indispensable at work. It's about being irreplaceable as a human." So I want you to take a moment and just look at what are you doing to be indispensable? Because I'm willing to guarantee that whatever you're doing to be indispensable is having you cross your own boundaries. So whether you work for yourself or work for someone else, you can still be in charge of your time. So if you work in corporate and you're being paid a salary based on Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, those are your boundaries around when you work. If you are a freelancer or contract or entrepreneur and you can set your own time, get really clear about the time that you're working and the time that you're not. So many people leave the 9 to 5 and then end up working all the time, working 24/7. It doesn't need to be that way. And quite frankly, it shouldn't be that way. So you can look at your weeks and determine, here are the days I'm going to work. Here are the time frames I'm going to be available inside of. And from there, you have to hold those boundaries that you set for yourself. So in other words, I, for one, only take team meetings on Mondays. I coach or teach or train on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And then on Fridays, I don't schedule any meetings so I can actually get work done. And here's what happens. By me knowing that this is what my week looks like and this is how I'm going to work, also knowing that I don't take calls before 10 a.m. I don't do calls after 4 p.m. And again, I don't take calls on Fridays. So if I take a call on a Friday, I've crossed my boundary. It's not someone else's fault. I have no one to blame but myself. These are the ways we start to really learn how to trust ourselves to honor our space and time. Now, in the beginning, this can feel really uncomfortable. So things that you can do are, especially if you are working on your own, you can put very clearly your availability in your agreement. You can also, if you're working for someone else, let your supervisor know, or let the people on your team know, I want to be really clear about my availability. Here it is. And one of the things you can do is you can put an outgoing voicemail message on your phone that says, here are my hours, here are the days I work. If you call beyond this, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. You can put an autoresponder on your email that says, I check my email twice a day, at 10 and 4. And I will get back to you as soon as, I've read your email, or I'll get back to you within 24 hours. There's no reason to respond to every single email or request or voicemail that comes in the moment you get it. I really want you to hear that. And if you are making up a story about yourself, check it out. What is the story you're telling yourself about if you respond to everything right away? And what is the story you're telling yourself if you don't? So these are just a couple of things I wanted to share. Your boundaries are going to improve your productivity. Your boundaries around your time are also going to help set other people's expectations of you. So very easily put, the most important thing you can do is look at your time and get clear on when you're going to be available to others and when you're not. And remember to make sure that you have scheduled in time to be available to yourself. If you want to know more about this specific topic, I invite you to listen to my podcast, Your Permission Prescription. Episode 39 is all about creating a framework for more productive boundaries. So you can check the link below. We'll put it there and you can listen in and get more support so that you can hold these boundaries for yourself. Thanks so much for being here. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you'll be alerted the next time I upload a new video.